Crypto ACX here. Just a quick video on how to not get fucked up by this market. It's very difficult at the moment. A lot of people try to catch the bottoms and they're just getting absolutely wrecked. So this is just a technique that I've been using to make sure you're on the right side of the trades, not jumping in. And this is a confirmation strategy. So most people are anticipating the moves, try to buy the dips, and it's great if you're on BitMEX and you're trying to do margin trading. But for the majority of people, they're not traders. You want to hodl. But hodling, there's no point hodling through an 80% decline. So what you want to do is you just want to watch out for market structure, market cycles, and really just make sure you're on the right side of the trade. So this is a 3-day chart for Bitcoin. So you can see XBT USD, this is the BitMEX with the volume and that, etc. exchange. And all it is, it's a 3-day chart, and you want to just mark up swing lows, swing highs. You can see here the swing point was broken, so we've gone into a bearish trend. And then it goes back into a bullish trend. So here you would have only made that small profit, and then once you buy a bullish here, this was the only loss throughout this whole section since January. So as you can see, it works very well for a trend model, and just making sure you're trading with the trend and you're not hodling through bearish scenarios. And if you are, and you can get margin, you can go on BitMEX for example and you can short something, then by all means start shorting it, earn profit that way. But this is just really just for the alt sides. Make sure you don't lose your Bitcoin value and hodl onto altcoins that are just got to be plummeting, while Ethereum's just hitting the floor, and you don't want to be on that side. So as you can see, Bitcoin, the actual scenario here is we'll go down, we'll fall, and you can see we make a higher low and then break it, so we make a higher high. Now the entry is a break of the swing point, and this puts you into bullish territory. So here you have a double top. The higher low is broken, and then you start breaking down into a bearish trend, and it just reverses. Same again, bullish, break, bearish, and this is the way. So at the moment, you know, we broke this spot here of the swing high, turned into bullish. We broke the swing low point. I wrote it on the Twitter, and we've gone bearish now. So we have turned into a bearish trend on the 3-day chart. So that's Bitcoin. Now this is Ethereum. So this is my guide, Ethereum to Bitcoin. This is the guide on alts. This is my sentiment. This is, will I be buying or will I be selling altcoins? So as you can see with Ethereum, it's exactly the same trend model. You break the low point, well, you break the high here, you go into a bullish trend. You're just creating higher lows and higher highs until that breaks. You crack it here, you don't crack it anywhere else, you crack it here, and you go bearish. And look at that big run from here to here until you break it again. So that's giving you a great run of a bearish trend and switch you in so low. When it drops this much, you don't have to try to anticipate bottoms off support levels, because you've got such a big risk to reward and you've got such a big bounce opportunity to happen that you can afford to actually wait for the confirmation, and then you get such a beautiful run like this. And once again, the swing point's broken, bearish. Now this bit was a bit messy. It was consolidating. You've been caught out kind of here, but not to worry. When it does break down here, you get this massive run. Now I did post this on my Twitter here. We had a big support level and it could have bounced, and the majority of times, and I've even been guilty of this, I'll be trying to time this bottom. I'll be trying to buy this point here and looking for the big break to get the early entry. But I actually wrote on my Twitter here, beautiful candle, and we'll start filling some alt positions if we close a 3-day above the green line. So the green line was here obviously, and the green line on this chart was this point right here. So if I go to the candles, you can see we never actually closed above that swing point, and we've just plummeted. And that's the importance of waiting. Oops, that is the importance of actually waiting for the close, because we never closed against it, and then we dropped a further 22% when it was looking quite good, and you would have probably anticipated this with a stop. So it's just dropping 22%. So the way I can do this is to switch between Bitcoin and Ethereum alts. So basically, you normally get the strategy that people are saying, oh, Bitcoin's moving with alts, and then sometimes Bitcoin moves up, alts plummet, vice versa. There's always different trends. So if you put the trends side by side, so you've got Ethereum here and you've got Bitcoin here. So just say Ethereum is just the sentiment for all altcoins. As you can see here, we're running up. Bitcoin is also bullish at this point, so you would want to be holding altcoins, and it'll be going up in with your Bitcoin value as well. Now when Ethereum starts dropping here, you can see Bitcoin's actually in a bullish trend. So you would want to sell out of all your altcoins, and then you'd want to be in a long position in Bitcoin, holding your Bitcoin. Now this point here, we go bearish on both. This is altcoins and Bitcoin. They're both in a bearish trend cycle on the 3-day model. So this means you would want to tether up, get rid of your Bitcoin, get rid of your altcoins, stick it in tether, and wait for something to turn green. And as you can see just here, both Ethereum and Bitcoin both turn green into the bullish 3-day trend. So this now is double whammy. This is your Bitcoin value going up in US dollar terms and your altcoins going up in Bitcoin value. So you're really doubling up here and profiting very, very fast. And that was a great little mini season. And it starts to get a bit messy here. Look, both red. You would want to sell everything back into tether. Same again here. You're still both red on both alts and Bitcoin. So sell everything. Keep selling everything. And then you get to this point when we had the breakout on the Bitcoin chart, when we broke out above this swing point, but alts are still in red. Ethereum and alts still in red. So this means you just want to put into your Bitcoin position, and you wouldn't want to be buying any altcoins at this precise time. So if you're looking around for more on specific altcoins, for example ICX, the trend model, you break the swing point here, you turn into a bullish, and you just drop 80%. 80% is huge. This is why as soon as you break the swing point, you want to get out. And just wait for the trend to change. Don't anticipate anything. Don't say, oh, I think it's the bottom now. Just wait. The patience is here. Look, we had this point here. I was thinking, can we make a lower higher, higher low, sorry, and then break to a higher high? We failed to, and we just broke down. So it's all about just being patient, waiting for the 3-day model to change bullish on either Ethereum against Bitcoin or Bitcoin. And that is the way to stay safe and make sure you're not losing and plummeting and holding onto shitcoins that just are falling through the earth, basically. So I hope this helps.